Hey folks, just thought I'd jump back for a minute here and hang for a little bit more. It's a nice Saturday afternoon. Had a good ideas session with Tim today. And, I could do any number of things on most any day, including today, Saturday. It's a sports day, so a lot of folks are preoccupied, but a lot of times it's cool to just, I just prefer to just kind of chill, sit back and maybe have one friend or two, stop by. But I'm just, I've watched a bunch of video today, and it's really got me listening, to records anew, I do anyway, but there's that Joe Henderson. You always know when it's Joe Henderson when he does that. I'm listening to Akio with Joe Henderson. Japanese guitar players, Akio Sasajima. And this is on the Muse label, promo, white label too. But I was watching a variety of videos. I watched the three-parter by Dave, and that got me to pulling some records. I have a bunch of that stuff, and quite a bit that needs to be listened to again. So that's kind of what I've done, is start pulling some records I haven't listened to. And here's one. Journey to Inaccessible Places. And this is another music composed by Gurdjieff and Thomas D. Hartman. G.I. Gurdjieff was a philosopher, I think that's the best way to put it, thinker, I've read some of his books when I was younger that were helpful to me, and just helpful, This is solo piano pieces, and on the Editions EG label, produced by Robert Fripp and a couple other folks. What we have here is not New Age, and I actually, as some of you folks who know me, that's a term I just prefer not to use, Spatial music with essence, atmosphere, because I try to stay away from that, treacly shit, as we all know. We don't care for that. But this is not New Age at all. If anything, it's a lot of the melodies seem to be are folk based. Places all over Europe and the Soviet Union. That was nice. Something I pulled, just vibing a little bit, is Paradia by Roland Bouquet. I think he was in the band Catharsis, and this is on the Cobra label. My memory of this was that this was kind of a light sounding album, but I need to give this another listen. I pulled it. This one I need to play because I know it's good. Thinking about spatial synthesizer music, Tim Blake, who was in Gong, Crystal Machine. Is this on Egg? No, this is on Spectrophysics. Is this a reissue? Oh, it's on Egg, yeah. Yeah, it's on Egg. Yeah, this is on Egg. Now, this is something I was thinking about doing a needle drop on, because Mother Mallard, David Borden, it's not New Age. I think of people like Terry Riley and Philip Glass when I think of David Borden and the Mother Mallard band. It'd be quite a change of mood, so I'm not going to put this on right now because I'm really enjoying the feel of this album. This sounds great. Real perfect for this time of afternoon, about 4 o'clock. But if you're not familiar with David Borden, the new Mother Mallard band, or Mother Mallard's portable masterpiece, This is some really amazing music. I have another Mother Mallard album that I need to listen to more. It's just called Migration. I think I bought this on sale directly from Cuneiform Records, which is an excellent label. I think out of Maryland, I think. And this is one I need to listen to. So it's like, again, part of what I like about the VC is the way that it encourages. It encourages me, and I think we encourage each other to, not just be buying records, but to listen. It's a wonderful thing here. John Hassel, Vernal Equinox. I actually highly recommend this if you can find this. This is some of this was written and recorded in 1975, but released in 77. And this is some early examples of ambient music right along with Brian Eno. Although John Hassel wasn't using the term, but I mean, talk about an unsung pioneer of ambient music, in my opinion. John Hassel. I have a few of his other records. He's got a bunch, and I'd like to have them all. It's not all spatial and ambient, although his trumpet playing and what he's done with it, pioneering stuff, in my opinion, with electronics and trumpet. Vernal Equinox. On Lovely Music. These are kind of hard to find. Lovely Music. I listened to this. This was a fantastic. Talk about spiritual, spatial music or sound. Deep Peace by Frank Perry. This ain't no bullshit. This is all percussion, mainly gongs and bells. Frank Perry made in my opinion, kind of a legendary record with Keith Tippett, produced by Robert Fripp, called Overy Lodge. I used to have it. Yeah, when I was nuts, I sold it. Yeah, a lot of temple bells, Buddhist densho bells. It works. It works. What he talks about at length. He talks at length about what this is all about, and it is indeed about vibrations and how the power of vibrations, how it can be. I mean, it can have. He talks about it, how not only did he talk about this, but he studied it. Workshops, all kinds of experiences where people would share their experiences, and I can attest to it. Listening to this and really focusing on it, you feel it in different places. And as a matter of fact, I actually felt myself shifting a little bit in an uncomfortable way, because it was kind of like saying, okay, you need to get your shit together. Seriously, it was like, you hit the thing and it's like, oh, okay, get your shit together, Higgins. That was really amazing, the power of sound, music, philosophy. So much can happen through sound and art, above and beyond entertainment. Entertainment is just fine, but man, I love this. This is very spatial. I haven't played it in a while, but the beyond essence. I understand that some folks from the band Sad Lovers and Giants are involved in this. This is on the Midnight Music label. This came out in the 80s. Very minimal, slow-moving, kind of pulsing, kind of... I can't remember if it's electronic-based or if they're making this ambient music with guitars or something. I mean, this is out to be played. This is good, though. The Beyond. Episense. Goes right along with... Again, I love seeing so many cool-ass records. Cool records. Peter Michael Hamill was brought up by Dave, and he was in the band Between and The Waters Open, and this is just fantastic. In a way, world ambient music before it was really coined. This is just really just excellent. I have some Peter Michael Hamill albums too, as well as Deuter. Deuter is good. Yes, Peter Michael Hamill with Robert Eliscu and Roberto Detri. Chris, former Astral Traveler, hooked me up with the Robert Detri album. See, I've got a bunch of, I mean, I could just go for hours actually, you know, throughout my collection, including CDs, a ton of ambient, spacey, world, all kinds of music. Also, in watching David's video, he was showing a record that was on a mock Eurodisc label. And here's one album I have on the Eurodisc label, for real. Atoll, from Italy, Tercio. This is an excellent progressive rock, keyboard-oriented album. This is excellent. I have their others on digital, but this is the only one I have on vinyl. Excellent. And I'll show the label right quick. It's on Eurodisc. This is a really good album. Real good. There you go, Eurodisc. I tell you, I just love vibing with folks that know about all kinds of music. And we've got a lot of folks. And I tell you what, when somebody new comes on the scene and kind of vibes things up, that's great. Also, Second Funk, your latest video is the bomb. And props to you for finding that John Coltrane. That is rare. That's hard to find. You know, as you know, there's 2 editions of it. And you and I have the first edition. The second one has purplish cover. And it's out there. Props to you for finding that, man. Dave also showed Dan Arbra. And this is some good stuff. It is. I guess you could say it was like, again, for me, hard to describe it. It's folk. It's modern, kind of, I guess the word is new age. This guy's good. Real nice musicianship. Great guitar playing. And this is a cool label, yeah, Hexagon. This is a neat looking label. Hexagon. I hadn't even thought to show this, or if I have, I don't remember. You know, I've made so many videos that I'm well past the point of remembering what all I've shown. Excuse me, sorry. I have a bit of an idea. Here's another Dan Arbra I have. Terra Nouvelle. Is that New Earth? Again, it's really excellent stuff. So, hold that. Dave showed an album by Zed. I don't have Zed, but I have Bernard Zosner's Some Deaths Take Forever. Interestingly, I'm not sure if it was through Facebook or email, but a few years ago, I struck up interaction with Bernard Zosner for some reason, and what I remember about our exchange was that he was insistent that I not play that fandom stuff, you know. And he said, you know, big deal, I made records. It's nothing, you know. He's a artist, I believe he's a sculptor as well. And he just was like gonna have none of that fan stuff, which was awfully cool, you know. He just wanted to talk art. Oh, that was it. He was actually looking for places, museums, art institutes where maybe he could apply for grants or exhibitions. And I had one locally in mind for him to contact. It didn't work out, but that was somehow that ended up being how we ended up talking. Tried to get him a gig, but this is on that label. Initial recordings, right? Yeah, initial recordings. So, yeah, this is a cool album. Electronic based, kind of dark. There's a Zool element to this too. You know, just a little bit of that French magma school of sound going on here. I'm looking at some, yeah, there's Klaus Blasquez, of course. There's going to be some folks from the Zool camp on there. This is the only Ralph Lundsten album I have. I have the one you showed digitally. Lundsten is badass, yeah. It's excellent. The universe starring the Andromeda All-Stars. Some of this is a little bit cheesy, but it's actually not. It's light. That's the word. It's but his excuse me. Let me stick with this Akio because this is really good. But it's kind of a light-hearted album, it seems like, you know, fanciful. The electronics are, in many ways, groundbreaking and very unique. The sounds and the blends that he gets. Lundsten, yeah. Got a bunch of Popol Vuh. This is a reissue, as you pointed out. Yes, Pop Imports are reissues. But this was my introduction to Krautrock. It was one of the very first records that my friends from France got me stoned and got me to listen to, even before Faust and Can. The first things they played for me that I remember were Genesis, Ashra Temple, and Popol Vuh. Yeah, this is amazing. I have several, probably about 10 Popol Vuh records, and Jeffrey Record Man 1958. I know you still watch, man. I saw your comment. Jeffrey's got an amazing Popol Vuh collection. Don't you be go selling that now. Awesome. So I had pulled those. Oh, also he had mentioned Horrific Child, and I wish I had the vinyl. I saw it last year while I was out of town. I couldn't afford it. This is wild, though. So I had to burn myself one. And when it comes to that, it's been a while, Dave. I hope you watch this. But I've done that many times. I have boxes of CDs where I've burned covers, you know, burn them because they're so rare. And every now and then I'll haul some out. Like, for example, here's Habibia, the Habibia. If Man But Knew. This is on Harvest originally, pretty hard to find. Kind of East of Eden, members of East of Eden, I believe, went on to do this record, if I'm not mistaken. Here's a Peter Michael Hamill, The Voice of Silence. As you can see, it's on Vertigo original. The Hamills that I have are like on Celestial Harmonies, but they're very good. A couple by the Japanese band Happy Family. This is some dope prog. These are records you never see. I mean, you know, and when I see them, I can't afford them. So I'll just show a few of these right quick. I was saying that Happy the Man, I recently talked about them and that they had reformed, so I burned one of their more recent records, The Muse Awakens. Here's an American band called Help, Second Coming. I'd have to play this, don't remember this. Same with this, Harry Chapter. This is German though. Can't get through. One of those I remember seeing back in the day, but you don't see it. Another one, Hapshash and the Colored Coat. Anybody have a copy of that? This was pretty influential on a lot of bands. Not a lot, but Amandul, I believe. This album was influential on them. I've never seen any Hardy Cook records, and this is great. Prog. I do have some harmoniums. I have this one, yeah, on vinyl. Thanks to Mr. 666 Skulls, if you happen to still be out there, Frank. Harvester. Hema. I need to play this. Here's a Hatfield in the North anthology I got off of the internet. Hax Cell. Where is this from? Germany, 1972. I'd have to play this. Hax Cell is why. So what I'm showing is I'm lacking a lot of rare vinyl, but a lot of that rare vinyl that we talk about, I do actually have the music. Oh, you talked about it. You don't have it. I don't either, but I have it on the computer. I may insert a picture of it. Wild stuff. Justin Heathcliff, which is actually Osamu Kitajima from Japan, but this is a pop, excellent pop album that he made. Kate Hecker, Horace. Where is this from? This is real cool. Don't remember where this is from. Possibly Portugal, maybe. Cool. Just like the cover. Very prog, very cool, very well played. Still don't have this on vinyl yet, but I have Red Hash, Gary Higgins. I love this album. Love it. You're talking about Helden. These are two that I don't have on vinyl. But I had pulled, and it's right here. I've got one of their first albums, original. Yeah. Aletheia. And this is not a reissue. This is on Eurus. Now what's amazing is this is my second original copy. Somehow I found another copy of this as far back as the early 80s. I replaced this. And I'll show the label, yeah. It could be a second or third pressing on the Eurus label, but it's the original label. And I can tell from having an original that this is not a boot. So, just Joe Henderson and Akio sounding great in the background. Just having a nice day, having a good afternoon, diving into the music a little bit more. Once again, I want to thank the VC for helping me to appreciate my own collection even more. Just, when people talk about stuff and show things, it sparks me, like, here's an album I used to have, Heidelberg. It's a big jam with people from Kron and Guru Guru. It's really actually kind of, I didn't like it when I first got it. Never liked it and so when I sold it, it was no big deal. But now, in hindsight, I wish I had kept it, of course. High Tide, I've got the second one on reel, Sea Shanties, I've got that on vinyl. And then Rupert Hine had the band Quantum Jump, Pick Up a Bone. These are two I don't have on vinyl. I have about 3 of his albums on vinyl. Just, we have a little bit more music. Let me see if there's anything else sitting out right quick that I haven't shown. You can just grab real quick. Peter Michael Hamill, I put those away. They're right here, actually sticking out. So I can show these right quick. I've got Let It Play by Peter Michael Hamill. It's quiet, meditative music. It's not light. It's good. Colors of Time, Peter Michael Hamill. Wonderful label, Cook out of Germany. And the other one I have is Bardo by Peter Michael Hamill. Yeah, this is not light, trickly crap music like the TV announcer that makes new age records. Or, no offense to Yanni, because I know people like Yanni, but Yanni is a little on the light side to me, This music I'm showing is not like that at all. Highly recommended, folks.